This is the Christmas bounce.
Okay. Yeah.
What's going on, beautiful people? I am the Grandmaster, but I also go by D-Ray, and I am your coach of the LA Guerrilla Tactics, bringing you guys the team builder for week number 3 of the NCP. And this is going to be a big week because this week we take on the commissioner, the owner, the creator, the beautiful man that is John Jr. Oh, it's going to be a good one, guys. If you guys are excited for this one, make sure you icicle crash that thumbs up button. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Turn on post notifications, hit the bell button so you guys get notified every single time I post a new video. With all that being said, today we're going to go over the team, why I'm bringing what I'm bringing, all that fun jazz, dissecting his team and figuring out a game plan to beat this guy. I love him to death, but he's got to go down. So, below our mascot, you're going to see his team. He's going to be running the Portland Nightshaders, and he has a very, very big threat in Necrozma, a very threatening Psychic type Pokemon with the access to the ability in Prism Armor. Prism Armor is a really good ability. It reduces the damage output of super effective attacks. It has access to Autotomize, Dragon Dance, Swords Dance, Trick Room, a bunch of different setup options. It could be supportive with Stealth Rock. It gets Moonlight for recovery, which is really important because he does have Sun on his team. So Necrozma can be run a whole bunch of different ways. So very threatening Psychic type Pokemon. I do believe he brings it. Bigger threat in my opinion, he has Weavile, a dark and ice type Pokemon. This thing can be a wall breaker, a sweeper. Hits really hard on the physical side, has access to Icicle Crash, Knockoff because this is post home, has access to Ice Shard, Low Kick, things of that nature. We have to get control of the Weavile. He has a Venusaur, very threatening, thick poison and grass type Pokemon that is a very threatening Sun Sweeper. Now has access to Earth Power, Weather Ball. Really hard to keep this thing in check, so got to kind of game plan around that. It for sure has to come. To set the sun for Venusaur, he has Torkoal, which may or may not come because we do have a Darmanitan, which could power up our fire type moves. So who knows if he brings it, but it is his Sun Setter. Very thick defensive Pokemon with a base 140 defense. Whew. Access to Stealth Rock and to Rapid Spin, so it could be a good support Pokemon for his team. He does bring it. If not, it's going to be probably one on the right. He's got Flygon. Flygon is probably one of his most reliable Pokemon because he does draft it a lot. It's a Dragon and Ground type Pokemon with the ability Levitate, so it is immune to ground types itself. It's a very good momentum setter. Could be a setup sweeper. I think he brings it. So Flygon is to keep in mind. One of my favorite ghost types of all time, Rotom, Electric, Ghost. The non-appliance Rotom. So Ghost and Electric type with the ability to Levitate, so it only has the weaknesses of a Ghost type. Very good. It gives access to Hex, Thunder Wave, slash Will-O-Wisp shenanigans, Volt Switch, very fast Volt Switch at base 91 speed. Gets access to Defog. It could be a very good support Pokemon for him, so I do think that he does bring it. He has access to what we drafted in the very beginning, Primarina. Primarina is an amazing water and fairy type Pokemon. Unfortunately, it had to bite the bullet with the LA Guerrilla Tactics, and we had to let it go in order to open up the freedom to make a little bit more changes to the beginning of the team when we drafted it. So, Awa to Primarina, it's found a good home. It's a very good Pokemon, very good wall breaker. It did get access to Calm Mind and to Draining Kiss this generation, so we do have to keep in mind that he may not bring Torkoal, so he may bring Primarina. We'll see. His access to Mawile, another fairy type, steel type Pokemon with access to Sucker Punch, Iron Head, Play Rough, Stealth Rock, Intimidate. Very good Swords Dance Sweeper. It's kind of a low tier Pokemon, but in my opinion, it's still pretty good. So it may come to be his Hazard setter if he doesn't bring Torkoal. Who knows? Gastrodon, very good ground and water type Pokemon. He does have 2 water types on his Sun team, which sounds kind of weird, but they don't necessarily get cut because there's still the ground stab and there's still the fairy stab. So Gastrodon is going to be a problem if he decides to bring it, but I'm prepared in case he does. Again, if he doesn't bring Torkoal, it may be Primarina or Gastrodon. If you guys heard coughing Summers in the background, as she's feeling it right now. Cherim is there. Cherim, I think, is a meme pick for him. I don't think it comes, but we'll see. Cherim could be a really good Sun Sweeper as well, but I don't think he brings it. It's kind of a mediocre Pokemon. But what did we decide to bring? First mon that we have is going to be D's Nuts with double Iron Bash, Darkest Lariat, Ice Punch, and Earthquake running on our Melmetal. So the Melmetal that we're running this week is going to be... Oh, there we go. The spread that we have on Melmetal this week is 4 in HP, 252 in attack, 204 in special defense, 48 in speed, running the Adamant Nature, and we're running it with the Akka Berry. It's Sun Team, Steel type. Makes sense, right? We want to be able to eat a lava plume or a flamethrower and be able to hit a lot of damage going back. The spread with the speed on this thing is to outspeed a non-invested Gastrodon by 1 point. Double Iron Bash is going to hit the vast majority of his entire team. If he decides to try to wall me with his Rotom, I have Darkest Lariat for that, Darkest Lariat for the Necrozma, Ice Punch is there for the Venusaur, and Ice Punch is there for the Flygon. So really, really good wall breaker, amazing Pokemon. I'm really happy that we've got it this week. The next mon that we have is Gorilla Tactics. With Sheer Force running the Life Orb, a very, very similar set that we ran against Crimson Seabad. So we have Flare Blitz, Rock Slide, Rest, and Sleep Talk for longevity. The spread that we have this week is 4 in HP, 252 in attack, 12 in defense, 236 in speed, running the Adamant Nature. This is here to outspeed Necrozma by 1 point. A max speed timid Necrozma by 1 point. This is here to poke a lot of holes. If he does decide to go ahead and bring his Torkoal, then we're going to be able to also be boosted by the sun on our Flare Blitzes, which could be phenomenal. So we'll see if he decides to do that. You never know what John wants to do. So this is here to poke holes. Rest and Sleep Talk is there for longevity because of Stealth Rock and because of recoil from Flare Blitz. The next mon that we decided to bring is going to be my son, Roman Reyes, the Pangoro. He loves pandas, so that's why I named him after that. Running Iron Fist this week with the Choice Band. The set we're running this week is going to be 164 in HP, 252 in attack, 52 in defense, 36 in speed def, and 4 in speed with the Adamant Nature. And this is going to be running Knockoff, Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Bullet Punch. I get fully walled by a Gastrodon. I fully understand that, but I need this coverage to be able to bop Weavile and bop Necrozma to bop. I can also hit Primarina if it decides to come with Bullet Punch, but don't necessarily want to do that because he can knock me out with the Moonblast, obviously. Ice Punch is there for the Venusaur, and Ice Punch is there for the Flygon. So, very good Pokemon this week. Great wall breaker to be able to tame that Necrozma. He has to prep for this Pokemon. Next mon that we have is Summer, named after my wife, our Serena. My wife, not ours, mine. Power Whip, Play Rough, Rapid Spin, and U-Turn. We're going to be running it this week with 252 in attack, 44 in defense, 212 in speed, running the Jolly Nature, and the Queenly Majesty ability with Choice Scarf. This is very important. Weavile's Eye Shard will be ineffective against Queenly Majesty because it is a priority move. This is here to tame Weavile. With the Choice Scarf and the spread that we have, we outspeed and max speed Weavile by 1 point. And hopefully we can knock it out with a Play Rough depending on his spread and if we got some chip on it. Power Whip is there for Gastrodon and for Primarina. Rapid Spin is there for Hazards, and U-Turn is there for Momentum. Very, very, very important Pokemon this week. So hopefully Summer comes in clutch. So the next one that we decided to bring is Kessel, aka Raichu. Psychic, Volt Switch, Surf, and Rain Dance. Spoilers, Weather War time. We're going to be running Rain this week. So Rain is going to be there to be able to combat his son. Psychic is there for Venusaur, Volt Switch is there for Momentum, Surf is be able to hit the Torkoal after we set the Rain, and the rest of his team, it does hit his Flygon neutrally, although we don't necessarily want to stay in on that thing. But spoilers, we do have an air balloon to be able to take any earthquake hits. If he decided to choice his Flygon in any way, we're able to stay in on that thing. It's also there in case he decided to pack Earth Power onto his Venusaur, so hopefully this is going to be a gimmick that may work. So Raichu is there to set the Rain for our next Pokemon, which is going to be JJ's favorite, aka the Mantine, because you know John Jr. loves himself some Mantine. So this Mon is going to be running the heavy duty boots because Hazards. We're also running this thing with Swift Swim. This is going to be our Rain Sweeper, quote unquote. So this thing has enough to basically outspeed his Weavile by 1 point under the Rain. 36 in defense, 252 in special attack, 220 in speed, running the Modest Nature. And we're running it with Scald, Hurricane, Whirlpool, Roost. If I can pull this off, I will be so happy. If he brings Torkoal, I'm going to lead Mantine. Hopefully he leads Torkoal to Zeta Brox, excuse me. If he does, we're going to hit him with the Whirlpool, and we're going to trap him in. I understand that the Sun is going to reduce the power of the water type moves, but Whirlpool and plus Scald wearing him down with no recovery, hopefully we can get rid of the Torkoal early. That's going to be the plan, hopefully. If he decides to bring something else in, like the Rotom, that could be a problem, but we do have switch-ins for that, so we'll see what happens. But if I see no Rotom and I see Torkoal, Mantine is the lead. So let's see if that works out. This is going to be the team. You'll see the matchup tomorrow. We're about to play right now. So I'm going to get to John and duke it out, and you guys will see what happens tomorrow. Again, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you're excited, smash that like button. I'm going to get the heck up out of here so I can play this game. Have a great rest of your night, and above all else, be nice. Peace.